We have now come to our last speaker for today's International Speech Contest. Allow me, why are you there already? I have to give my speech also, you know. Allow me to invite the very impatient young Paul Tan. Paul Tan, where life begins. Where life begins, Paul Tan.
Ten years ago, sitting in front of me was a gym membership consultant. He was convincing me to sign up as a gym member, but I was hesitant. I wasn't sure if I could commit to such tiring activity. But then I looked across to the other side of the room, and what captured my attention was a quote printed that read, "Life begins at the end of comfort zone." I was like, wow, what did I just read? So simple, yet so deep, so profound. Immediately, I knew I had to take action. I signed up on the spot. And after 10 years, I'm still working out regularly. Any gym members here? Let's work out together. To many people, taking risks is a bad idea. It puts you in discomfort, uncertainty, in darkness, and in likelihood to fail. But I have found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take a risk. Nothing. Albert Einstein, he said, anyone who has not made a mistake never tried anything new. Are you ready to make mistakes? Because Thomas Edison, he conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Pretty stupid, pretty uncomfortable. But the 1,001st was the light bulb. Colonel Sanders, a fried chicken chef, he tried selling his recipe to 1,009 restaurants. And all 1,009 restaurants rejected him. Pretty stupid, pretty uncomfortable. But the 1,010 agreed to work with him, and they founded KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I ask you today, are you? Because every failure brings you one step closer to success. Do you have the guts to fail? And Les Brown, a motivational speaker, he made an analogy about this. Imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around you are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potentials. This ghost. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. They are all standing around, staring at you, angry, disappointed, upset. They exclaim, "We came to you because you could have brought us to life, but now we have to go to the grave together." And I ask you today, how many ghosts are they going to be around you when your time comes? And 3 years ago, I came up with this idea to build a mobile app. Yes, it's a cool app. And I knew I wasn't good enough to run a startup. So I started attending seminars, workshops, crash courses. And through these learning experiences, they reminded me of the powerful quote I once read years ago. Life begins at the end of comfort zone. One thing led to another. I ended up here in Toastmasters. Public speaking, to me, it was uncomfortable, it was difficult. It still is, because I still get very nervous, especially in front of a camera. And this camera, and that camera. But I have so much fun here, because we have a policy of what happens in Toastmasters stays in Toastmasters. I've done so many stupid things here, and no one outside has to find out. Public speaking has also unlocked another ambition of mine, of being a motivational speaker. Like my idol Jack Ma, he has fans and followers all around the world. But slowly I've come to realize public speaking is not so much about having the world see me. Instead, it's more about for me to see the world, to widen my horizons. I repeat, I speak not for the world to see me, but for me to see the world. I'll explain to you why. I would study every speaker on stage, every actor on screen, and every person I speak to learn their body language and how they project their voice for me to see the world. And in preparation of a speech, I would spend hours and hours on reading. The amount of reading I've done these past 2 years is probably more than all the other years combined for me to see the world. And standing here on stage, having sweaty palms, shaky legs, I see more than just an audience. I see the world. Youth is not a time of life. It is a state of mind. Regardless of your age, there is no right timing to do the right things. I encourage you to keep growing, keep learning, take risks, make mistakes, be uncomfortable. But always remember, life begins at the end of comfort zone. Thank you.